All right, I got 2 appointments for my client in Pennsylvania today. The first one was with the CEO of a large manufacturing company. It has 100,000 square feet of roof space that's all usable, so we're pretty excited to see what we can do for them. The second one's about 45,000 square feet, and he uses 3 million kilowatt hours every year, so I think we can really do some good work for him. I'm really excited to see where these go.
I got a pretty good appointment today for my client down in Northwest Arkansas. It's with a architectural firm, 2 locations, about 50 users. I talked to the president last week. He told me that they have an internal guy, but to maybe give him a call because they might be looking at some projects. So got him on today. He said that he's actually finishing up projects for this year, but is starting to plan for next year. So he'd love to have a conversation with us. We're going to meet with him on Teams next Wednesday. Again, it's 2 locations, about 50 users, and he didn't want to go into depth about servers, but he said they do have on-prem and hybrid, so they have virtual servers as well in the cloud. So we're going to talk to them next week, see what we can do for them.
So I got my second one for my Indianapolis software client today. It's a manufacturer over in Bedford. I spoke with the guy way back in the beginning of the year. A couple of times since then, he kept pushing me off, but ended up telling me to call back Q4. Turns out he has quite a few open days in the coming weeks, so we got something set up. Just a video chat for the initial meeting. We'll follow up with an in-person after that, but I got that set, I think about 2 weeks out, and yeah, it should be pretty good.
I got an appointment today with my IT client down in Florida. That's with a construction engineering company. They have 35 users. They have one current guy that's providing IT service. They want to see how we can come in and step that up. So we're going out there next Thursday.
Yeah, so I got a couple today. I got one for my Pennsylvania client. I got a call back from a CEO at a senior cares assistant. She was connecting us to set up a time. We already do their phone systems, but they were interested in getting a quote from us for full IT package, things like cybersecurity as well. We're going out there in person next week. It's about 110 users. And then I got one for our Utah client. It's a dental office. They're looking for a new server. They're happy with their current IT support, but wanting a quote a new physical server. So we're going out there and on site next week. Should be a good one.
Look forward to seeing you there. But was there any pain points or anything that you'd like us to discuss? Okay, perfect. I'll send it over. Have a great rest of the day. Got one on the East Coast. They make artificial limbs and medical equipment there. They got 35 users, 3 servers. Their main issue was that their IT company has no sense of urgency. And then I just got one on the West Coast. It's 30 users, 1 server. Been following up with her for about 3 months. Finally got in touch. Going to talk about managed services next week on a virtual call.
All right, what do we got today, guys? 12, 10, 11, 12. Oh, yeah. What did we have yesterday? What did we finish with yesterday? 20. New biz. What did we have yesterday?
It's like 26.
Yeah. Awesome stuff, guys. Feeling good. Who's got an appointment they want to talk about today? Go real quick. Myles.
I got one for our partner in Northwest Arkansas. It's a engineering firm, 2 locations, 50 users. Talked to the IT manager because I got pushed down from the president. Looking at planning out projects for next year.
I got a couple for BCS. First one, manufacturing organization, internal IT director overseeing like 120 employees, looking for everything under the sun as far as expanding that team. So should be a good one. Got another one with a material handling logistics company, 30 users, fully managed. Want some pricing?
Mace.
I got one for my client out in Chicago yesterday. It is 110 users, 2 locations. They're working with a handful of MSPs for cybersecurity, and they're vetting right now for a new ERP system, which is right in the wheelhouse with my client out there. So it should be a really good appointment. It's coming up for December, right after Thanksgiving.
I got one for our guy in Fresno. It's with a packing company. 10 users. They're actually looking to expand. 2 locations. We're going to go out there and meet with them on Monday.
I got 2 for solar connection, like right now. One was 100,000 square feet. The other's 43,000 square feet, and he uses 3 million kilowatt hours a year, he said.
That's a lot.
Okay, so I had some technical issues announcing my appointments on the work from home days, but to give you a brief summary, TPO re-roof appointment on a high-rise downtown for CD Strong, and then HVAC appointments in Tulsa and Baltimore, and roofing appointments in Pensacola and Richmond.
Let's go. Any deals or proposals, guys? Deals, proposals?
All the numbers by the end of this week, but Scott Roofing will get out 2 for the 40 to 60 range, both re-roofs.
Anybody else?
Our roofer in Ohio got a re-roof proposal out for a school for around 80 grand.
Yeah, so I got an appointment for my client up in Baltimore this morning, talked with the CIO of a larger construction firm. Turns out they have an IT provider. He's not very happy with them. One of the top initiatives that he mentioned to me was changing IT providers. So we got a meeting set up for next Monday. They have about 100 plus users across 4 countries, so it should be a pretty good opportunity.
I got one for my roofer in Flint. It's with a non-profit facility. Spoke to the facility manager. Asked us to check it out because we got a 15 to 20-year-old roof. We're going out there next Tuesday.
So I got one this morning for my client in Fresno. It's with a packing facility. My client has a lot of clients currently in like the packing kind of produce industry already, so it works perfectly. They have 2 locations and then 1 right next to our office. They're actively looking for a server, just looking to expand with more employees. So we're gonna go out there on Monday. It should be pretty good.